And now, back to Your Retirement Matters with Arlene Brown.
And by the way, folks, Arlene is holding a workshop at Provino's in Kennesaw at 6 o'clock this coming Tuesday, the 21st. If you're between the ages of 58 and 78, you want to find money falling through the cracks. It's an interesting subject. It's an interesting title, Finding Money Falling Through the Cracks.
And they need to call the 678-741-5334.
Oh, I forgot
to
that
reserve.
because we got filled up last week.
So they need to reserve their seat.
678-741-5334. 678-741-5334. Arlene, our first question is from Cliff in Ackworth. Cliff asks, I'm considering a reverse mortgage. Ooh, hear a lot about those. Arlene, can you talk about them, and what is your opinion about a reverse mortgage?
Reverse mortgage do work for some because it is a way for cash-strapped homeowners age 62, you need to be age 62, and up to tap the equity built up in their homes. Well, under the right situation, it can really be a good, handy device. It's also known as the home equity conversion mortgage. And it can really, the reverse mortgage can offer a lifeline, like the game, a lifeline. To older Americans who need to unlock some of their home equity to supplement income and provide living expenses while allowing them to remain in their homes. So yeah, it could be a very good device for them. But the best way to answer the question, Cliff, is to give you the pros and cons of reverse mortgage. Now, number one, the advantage is there are no income or credit requirements. Very big deal because some of our when you apply for a traditional mortgage, you need one of the requirements is income. But this one, reverse mortgage, no, there's no income or credit requirements. No payments required as long as the home remains your principal residence, as long as you stay in that home. And the closing cost can be financed by the loan itself. So you very minimal or no cash outflow from your pocket. But the major, and this is one thing that I don't like, is high fees. I really don't like high fees and complicated terms. You need to seek help from someone who can help you navigate because there are just so many terms. So you need to have someone you can trust who is going to help you navigating on those complicated terms. Why? Because there's so much misconception out there about how the reverse mortgage work, and it could be dangerous, okay? And because the problem with sacrificing your home equity at the time, especially now that the home values are down, your expected income is probably not what would come out after the result of your reverse mortgage. So you need to be very, very careful.
All right, we have a question now from Joyce in Roopville, Georgia. I know where Roopville is. She says, I have a 401k which is all invested in one stock.
Ooh.
And the reason why I invest in the company stock is because I understand it. I don't know enough about the other choices that I have. Can I move my money from our 401k? Arlene, I know a lot of people who are in this situation. Maybe all their 401k money is in the company they work for, and they trust the company, they believe in all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's actually common, and you can't blame her as just what she said. She understands the company stock. She doesn't understand what are her other choices or the other choices that is given to her by the company. So yeah, it makes sense, but it worries me because remember Enron, WorldCom, a lot of people who had all their 401k made up with just WorldCom stocks, because the company made it very, very cheap for them to buy more stocks and put it in their 401k, and it just disappeared.
Put all their eggs in one basket.
Disappeared in, oh God. So that worries me. But to answer your question, Joyce, very few companies allow you to move your 401k somewhere else, especially if you are still working in the company. So what you can do is you need to talk to your HR manager, ask him or her for your employer's summary plan document to find out if an in-service rollover is an option or if it's allowed in your plan. Again, the name of the document is the summary plan document. Ask your HR manager, and she can find out whether the plan allows an in-service rollover.
I love that you know all this,
If
Arlene.
it's not allowed...
This is great. Go ahead.
If it's not allowed, call me at 678-741-5334, and I'll help you understand your fund options. All right? The reason why I'm doing this, because you are giving me goosebumps. Why? Again, it's the Enron and the WorldCom. I have seen how devastating it is to see a 401k, $400,000 turned into $27,000 in just one day. All right? And because it was all invested in company stock. I can remember WorldCom. And I'm sure your company is well established and nothing will happen to your company. But I am telling you, it's not good to put all your money in one company. And at best, you should only put like 10 to 20% in one stock, especially if it's your company.
And on that note, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Your Retirement Matters with financial advisor Arlene Brown. Folks, want to remind you, Arlene has a workshop coming up this Tuesday, the 21st, at Provino's in Kennesaw at 6 o'clock. If you're interested in attending, still have a couple of spots left, not much, but a couple left. Call 678-741-5334, or you can email Arlene at Arlene, A-R-L-E-N-E, at yourretirementmatters.net. Again, that's 678-741-5334, Arlene at yourretirementmatters.net. And if you have questions about when you should start collecting Social Security or about your 401k, your IRA, any other questions, you need a financial advisor like Arlene Brown, who's a member of the National Ethics Bureau, to help you. Call 678-741-5334 or shoot her an email at Arlene, A-R-L-E-N-E, at yourretirementmatters.net. Arlene?
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand.
You've been listening to Your Retirement Matters with Arlene Brown. If you're retired or planning for retirement, tune in each Saturday and Sunday morning at 9:30 for important investment advice. Your Retirement Matters with Arlene Brown, only on News Talk 1160, the talk of the town.